Hello everyone. In the movie Astha you saw today, that how Shikhar's faith got even Adarsh closer to God. Similarly, history has witnessed many such people who has chosen to keep their faith always on the enormous power of the Almighty. To name a few, devotee Dhruv, Pundarik, and devotee Prahlad are prominent ones, whose faith is considered as an example by many even till date. Amongst them, today we will narrate to you the story of devotee Prahlad. So the story begins with the dynasty of Kashyap Rishi. When one Kashyap Rishi's sons, Hiranyaksh, hides the earth in an abyss. That's when Lord Vishnu, taking the avatar of Vara, comes to protect the earth and slains Hiranyaksh. Saddened by the death of his brother, Hiranyakashyap goes to Mahindrachal mountains and undergoes years of austerity to please Brahma to get mystical powers to take revenge from Lord Vishnu. On the other hand, all his demons started torturing human beings on the earth. Hence, all the gods declared war on all the demons, with Lord Indra leading the attack. And even after losing the battle, all the demons went to hell to take refuge. On the other hand, Lord Indra arrives at the palace of Hiranyakashyap and, taking advantage of his absence, takes his pregnant wife Kayadu as his hostage. Because Lord Indra wanted to finish off the unborn child of Hiranyakashyap and Kayadu in her womb only, so that his entire family line comes to an end. At this point, Narad intervenes and stops Lord Indra, because Narad told Lord Indra that in Kayadu's womb there is a genuine devotee of Lord Vishnu, and killing that devotee is beyond the capacity of anyone. Hearing this prophecy from Narad, Lord Indra lets Kayadu go. Narad takes Kayadu into his care in his own abode. And it is in this very holy and devotee abode of Narad where a baby boy takes birth, whom they name Prahlad. On the other hand, Hiranyakashyap receives the mystical boon from Brahma and returns home. And hearing the news about his husband's arrival, Kayadu also returns to him with their son Prahlad. That's how Prahlad, staying in their own palace, starts taking lessons from his mentor. One day, Hiranyakashyap asked his son Prahlad that what have you learned so far? So Prahlad told his father that any person who has lived and walked this earth would eventually end up in the feet of Narayana, and that Narayana resides in the soul of each and every human being on this earth. After hearing this, Hiranyakashyap gets furious and immediately calls for Prahlad's mentor. Upon his arrival, Hiranyakashyap asks him that what have you taught him, that he is praising that name who killed my brother and his uncle. Being puzzled, the mentor somehow manages to convince Hiranyakashyap that he did not teach any such thing to Prahlad. When Hiranyakashyap asked Prahlad, Prahlad told him that he wholeheartedly considers Narayan as his real mentor. Can anyone else teach anything to anyone apart from Lord Narayan? In a fit of rage, Hiranyakashyap told his royal guards that he is not my son, rather he is an enemy of the clan. If we set him free, then one day he will be the reason for our clan to perish. Based on the orders of Hiranyakashyap, his royal guards tried to kill Prahlad many a times. But Lord Narayan turns all such attempts futile. When all the weapons attempted on Prahlad fails because of the benevolent protection of Lord Narayan, then the royal guards tied him up around a very big stone and dropped him in the sea. But the moment Prahlad took Lord Narayan's name, he immediately came floating up on the surface. Even though Prahlad gets thrown in a pit full of deadly and poisonous snakes, but after taking Lord Narayan's name, those snakes turn into garlands made of flowers. Hence now, neither there was any effect of poison, nor there was any other way. Being utterly troubled, Hiranyakashipu calls his sister Holika, who already had acquired his boon that she can't be burned by fire. Then what? A huge pyre gets set ablaze, and Prahlad is made to sit in the lap of Holika. The flames of fire started getting higher, even beyond the walls of the palace, and everybody thought Prahlad wouldn't survive. But by the grace of Lord Narayan, something astonishing happened. Prahlad was saved, but Holika turned into ashes. Now Hiranyakashipu's anger crossed all boundaries. He immediately wrapped his arm around Prahlad and said, "You always sing songs of Narayan. Then say, where is your Narayan? Don't you say that he is omnipresent? He is everywhere. Then he must be inside this pillar as well. And if your Narayan doesn't come out of this pillar, then you have to swear to me that from this day forth, you will never utter the name of Narayan from your mouth." In response to this, Prahlad tells his father that I can even see my Narayan very clearly in that pillar. Angered with his reply, Hiranyakashipu lands a very heavy punch in the same pillar. And after that, each and every one present over there got literally shocked when the pillar cracked and a strange creature came out, whose body was half as a man and half as a lion. And he also had long and sharp claws. This creature is Lord Narayan's Narsimha avatar, because the mystical boon that Hiranyakashipu received, that neither a man nor an animal can kill him. He can neither die inside his home nor outside, neither can he die on earth nor in the air, and there isn't any weapon made which can kill him. Hiranyakashipu takes his mace and immediately attacks Lord Narsimha. But Lord Narsimha disarms Hiranyakashipu and drags him towards the courtyard of the palace and placed his body on his thighs, and thereafter using his sharp claws tore his body into two parts. Even after finishing off Hiranyakashipu, when Lord Narsimha was unable to calm himself and his anger still persisted, then goddess Lakshmi herself arrived and said, "Prahlad, that you are one of the most favorite devotee of the god, and it's only you who can calm down Lord Narsimha." And that's what happened. Seeing Prahlad lying on his feet, Lord Narsimha slowly started calming down. Not only that, he lifted Prahlad from the ground and placed him in his lap. So did you see how Prahlad's faith compelled Lord Vishnu to take the avatar of Narsimha and come down to our earth? You also please keep your faith on the Almighty that's there above all of us, because that's the only power which will give you strength and motivation at every single junction of your life, so that you can face all the troubles of your life very easily. So I hope that one day in this universe, our faith will be successful in making the positive environment in which every human being will feel a unique happiness and peace. And this faith, in turn, will work as a protective shield in any dire situation. Thank you.